Okay, today's music theory video is going to be on scales, specifically spelling and knowing the formulas for the scales for everything that you would learn in my class, okay? So the four scales that you need to know are the major scale, the natural minor scale, also known as the minor scale, okay? You need to know the harmonic minor scale, and you need to know the melodic minor scale. Okay? So, you might ask yourself, why do I need to know how to spell scales out if I can just put in the key signature for a major scale and just put in all the notes? And the answer is, well, of course you can actually do that, but that's only going to get you so far. Really what you want to know is what the formula is for this major scale and this natural minor scale, and we're going to treat them like parent scales, okay? What I mean by a parent scale is that you're going to use that as like your basis and your foundation, okay? Like if you need to spell harmonic minor scale in the key of D, you're going to want to start by making this scale and then knowing what the changes are, the differences between these two, and then making those changes on the scale to turn it into this scale, okay? So we're not really going to use key signatures to help us with this because key signatures might actually confuse us. So instead, we're going to do a phone number. So I'm going to draw out the key, a C major scale, and we're going to analyze this in terms of half steps and whole steps, okay? So I'm a treble clef. I have a C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C, okay? So I want to come up with a formula of ones and twos. One means half steps, two means whole steps. So C to D, for example, I have C going up one to C sharp, going up another one to D. So that's going to be two half steps. I'm on D, going up to D sharp, and then to E natural, which is another two half steps. Okay, I have E going up to F. There is no note between E and F, so that's just going to be a 1. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit faster with this. F to G is 2, G to A is 2, A to B is 2, and then B to C is 1. Okay, so if I want to spell a major scale in any key, all I have to do is put in all of these notes in whatever key we're in, and then make sure I'm going up two half steps, one half step, two half steps, two half steps, two half steps, one half step, and then I should have all the correct notes, okay? So I'm going to write this down. 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, okay? So let's try that out and see if that works. So I'm going to do this right now in the key of, I'll do this in the key of E, okay? So I already know that the key of E has 4 sharps, okay? I'm not going to write them out, but if I get done doing the scale and I get done using this phone number, it should have the same exact sharps and the same amount of sharps that it would be if I put in the key signature for the key of E, okay? So I'm going to use my phone number now. I'm going to do 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, okay? So I'm on E. If I go up by 2, it's not going to be F, it's going to be F sharp, because E goes to F sharp. So I have to put a sharp here, okay? If I'm on F sharp and I go up 2, it's F sharp's going to turn to G, and then it's going to turn to G sharp, okay? By the way, if any of this is going too fast, you might want to pause it and just pull out like a keyboard and look at the keyboard at the same time. It makes it a little bit easier, okay? G sharp going up 1 turns into A, that's good to go, I'll leave it alone. A going up 2 turns into B natural. B going up 2 turns into C sharp, not C natural, okay? C sharp going up 2 turns into D sharp, and then finally D sharp going up 1 goes to E, okay? So I know that if in the key of E, it looks like I have 4 sharps, okay? And if I put in my key signature for E major, which I've memorized, it looks something like this, okay? And you can see that I have F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, and D sharp. So the system works. You can use the formula 221, 2221 in any key to spell out a major scale. Really quick, another reason why this might be really helpful, guys, is if you, for some reason, need to spell a scale in a key that doesn't actually have a key signature, okay? Think of an example of that. You could do something like D sharp major, okay? If I, for some reason, needed to spell out a D sharp major scale, let's see if I can do it really quick. If I need to spell this out, there is no key signature for D sharp major, so I can't really do anything with that. It would end up being something like this. Which is everything is sharp, but F sharp and C sharp are double sharps, but besides the point, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so now let's get into why we need to know this for our class, okay? So you most likely spelled scales like this in Music Theory 1, and then you figured out key signatures and everything got a lot faster. So first we need to know the formula for our natural minor scale, okay? We're going to go to A minor for that because we know that in the key of A minor there are no sharps or flats, and it's going to be pretty easy. Actually, no, let's do E minor so I don't have to draw all these lines. Okay, so the key of E minor, okay, I already know that this has one sharp, okay? So I'm going to put that in here, and I'm going to figure out what my phone number is, okay? E to F sharp is going to be 2. F sharp to G is only going to be 1. So we've already changed the formula. Instead of 2, 2, 1, we have a 2 and a 1 as opposed to 2, 2, 1. G to A is a 2, A to B is a 2, B to C is a 1, C to D is 2, and D to E is 2. So now my new number is 212, 2122. So I'm going to put that up here, okay? Okay. So now we're going to get into all the crazy stuff, okay? If I need to spell out a harmonic minor scale, all I'm going to do is I'm going to make a natural minor scale, and then I'm going to raise up the 7th note, okay? So I'm going to write that right here. So harmonic minor is a minor scale with a raised 7th. So what I mean by raised 7th is I'm going to go to the 7th note in the scale and take that note and whatever it is, raise it up. So let's do this one in the key of F. Okay, so I'm going to put all my placeholders. Okay, so again, we want F harmonic minor, which is a minor scale with a raised 7th. So I'm going to first do a natural minor scale, and I'm just going to put in this formula, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. Okay, so 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. Okay, so now you need to go back and check this. F going up 2 is going to be G. G going up by 1 is going to be A flat, okay? A flat going up by 2 is going to be a B flat. B flat going up by 2 is going to be C. C going up 1 is going to be D flat. And then D flat going up 2 is going to be E flat. E flat up 2 is F, okay? So right now I have my natural minor scale, okay? And here's how we can check, okay? To find the major of a relative, or to find the relative major of a minor key, you go to the 3rd note. As in, if I'm spelling out a minor scale right now, my 3rd note should have the same key signature of what I'm in. So in F minor, we seem to have 1, 2, 3, 4 flats. Let's go to our 3rd note, A flat. Key of A flat major also has 4 flats, so I know that that part is correct. I've used the key signature to check my work, okay? Now, to make a harmonic minor, we need to raise the 7th note. So F is 1, G is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have E flat. We need to raise that note. Now, this is where it gets tricky. You're only raising it by one step on the keyboard, okay? So this E flat is actually just going to turn into E natural, so we can just erase that, okay? You can put the natural sign here if you want, okay? Like, it's not going to be wrong if you don't put that, but you don't really need to. What would give you the incorrect answer is if you put E sharp here. You know you have to raise it, but it would only be E sharp if the note we had before that was E natural, but it wasn't, it was E flat, okay? So, to make a harmonic minor scale, you do your natural minor scale, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, find the 7th note and raise it up. If it's flat, it turns to natural. If it's natural, it turns to sharp, okay? All right, let's do the hardest one, which is melodic minor. So melodic minor is very tricky because it's actually a scale that you have to write ascending and descending, okay? All these other ones, you really only have to write them one way, but for melodic minor, we have to write it 2 ways. Okay, so let's do this in the key of, we'll do this in the key of D, okay? So I gotta write with enough space to be able to go up and down. Hopefully I don't run out. Oh, it's getting close. Woo, just made it, okay. So for melodic minor, here's the easiest way to do it. You can ascending, as in going up, is natural minor with raised 6 and 7. Okay, so with harmonic minor, we only raise the 7th note. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We would take that note after we've done this formula and raise it up. But with harmonic minor, we have to raise 6 and 7. So we put in our formula, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, and then raise the 6th note up by 1 and the 7th note. Okay, but that's only for ascending. For descending, as in going down, you just do natural minor. But I'm going to put here, don't forget accidentals, okay? And we'll see what I mean by that in a second. Okay. So let's give it a shot. My formula 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. Now, here's the nice thing about this, guys, is this is the way I would do it. Do your natural minor scale going up and then copy the same notes going down. We know that going up we need natural minor and going down we need natural minor. We need it for both. So we might as well do it to one side and then do it to other. Okay? So D going up by 2 turns to E. E going up by 1 turns to F. F going up by 2 turns to G. G going up by 2 turns to A. So far we have no sharps or flats. Pretty easy. A going up by 1 turns into B flat. Okay? B flat up by 2 goes to C. C up by 2 goes to D. And blah, blah, blah. Okay? So that's done. Now I'm going to copy these over. I'm going to take this flat. I'm going to put this right here. Just because I want the other side to reflect that. So once I've copied this side to this side, everything on the descending part is totally fine. We don't have to change anything there. Okay? Now we have to go back to our ascending part and we have to raise the 6th note and the 7th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have to raise the B flat and raise the C. Okay? B flat going up 1 is going to turn into B natural. Okay? I'm going to write the natural sign here just to make it a little more obvious that that's what we're doing. Okay? Now the C was already a natural note, so that being raised turns into C sharp. Okay? So our ascending scale is pretty good now. D, E, F, G, A, B natural, C sharp, D. But now going down, we have to keep a natural minor. Before, we knew that our C was natural, or as in there was no sharp. If I don't change that here to reflect that, they will assume that this is still sharp because it's sharp here and we're in the same bar. So you have to put the natural sign there. If you don't do that, it's wrong, okay? I didn't have to worry about that with the B because I already put the B flat over there before and it kind of stayed there. But that's a very easy way that a lot of my students lose points is they'll put sharps or flats on this side and then they will forget to change them to what they're actually supposed to be on the other side, okay? So let's review everything really quick. We come from spelling out major scales from knowing the key signature, and you can still do that, but you need to know how to use the numbers as well just in case so you can check everything. But basically, your major scale formula is going to be 2-2-1, 2-2-2-1, or whole half, whole half, right? And then we have our natural minor scale, which is 2-1-2, 2-1-2-2, or whole half, whole half, whole, okay? Again, both of these are our parent scales, which means we're going to start with those first when we're making any kind of scale, and then we're going to make changes from there, okay? So if they're asking us to spell any kind of major scale, we just put this in and we're done. We don't have to do anything else, okay? If they're asking us for a natural minor scale, we just put in this, and then we're all set, we're done, okay? If they're asking for harmonic or melodic minor, all you do is you start with natural minor again, and then you make whatever specific changes there are to that scale. So for harmonic minor, you would put this in, and then you'd find the 7th note, and you would raise it up. Again, flats turn to naturals, naturals turn to sharp. If it's melodic minor, you're going to write the scale up and down, and you're going to do natural minor for both sides, going up, going down. But on the ascending side, you're going to raise the 6 and raise the 7, and then this side, you're going to keep the 6 lowered and keep the 7th lowered, okay? And that's all there is to it. If you really, really, really want to get technical about this, you could technically make a harmonic scale, minor scale, and then figure out what the formula for that would be. It would be something along the lines of 2-1-2, 2-1-3-1, I think, for harmonic minor. And that would be totally fine. And you could just plug that in any key and get all the information you need without having to worry about raising anything. You could totally do that. You could also do that with melodic minor. It's just a little bit more complicated and just probably not really worth the risk. But it's up to you, okay? Last 30 seconds to understand why we need to know scales, guys. Scales are basically like the building blocks of composition and improvisation within music, okay? You can think of learning your scales of like kind of just like learning like your first words in, pre-K and kindergarten and learning how to put them into sentences, okay? If you're trying to express a certain thing like I'm hungry or please give me that book, you have to know those words and then you have to know what they mean and you have to know what order to put them in to accurately express what you're trying to say. So these scale things, guys, are the same idea. By learning how to spell these and by singing them and playing them on our instruments, we're kind of programming our brains and our ears to be able to hear this kind of content when we're trying to make music, okay? If I want something that sounds kind of Egyptian sounding that I need to write, I'm going to use the harmonic minor scale because that raised seventh going to 1 with the gap between a flat 6 and a major 7 has like a very like Egyptian Spanish kind of sound, right? If I want to write something that sounds happy, I'm going to go to the major scale because I know that's kind of like a little bit of a happier kind of sound. Whereas if I want something that kind of seems like it's always changing, whether or not it's going up or going down, I'm probably going to try to write a melody from melodic minor, okay? Same thing with my improvising too. So it might not seem like you're getting a lot out of this now when you're learning how to write and do all these things, but when it comes up later on when you're trying to compose something or you're trying to improvise and you need to know the key really fast and you need to know what notes work and what notes don't work, all that is going to come from this, okay? Hope this helps.